everybody. So this week's episode of Gotham was shocking, but really not very shocking to me. I wasn't very surprised by the outcome. Kind of saw it coming. Now, a new promo was just released for the show, but before I do a reaction to it, I want to say if y'all have not watched this week's episode of Gotham, turn this video off right now. This is your warning. 5-second warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you've been warned. So if you're spoiled by this, well, it's your own fault. Jerome is dead. They killed Jerome. He's not the Joker. And I've been having a lot of discussions with many of my friends about this and why they did this and the reasoning. And everybody is very, as much as I would have liked for him to be the Joker, as much as I would have loved it, I just knew in my bones that they were going to do this. They pulled the rug out from under us. I've been saying this in several reactions I've done for different promos and stuff like that, that because they made it so obvious, like he was the Joker, that he wasn't going to be the Joker. And basically what the writers have said in interviews was that he's going to inspire others to become the Joker. And one of my friends, who's also a reactor, he was saying about how he didn't like the idea that he was just going to be an idea. But then, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't like that either. But it's going to inspire a lot of madness and mayhem. But then at some point, it's going to bring about the real Joker. And some people are wondering if Barbara Keene in this version of Gotham, because it's basically Gotham is an alternate universe. I don't associate it with the regular DC Batman universe. It's because they're doing the origin stories very differently and all of that. Selena Kyle and Bruce knowing each other as children, all of that. It's very different, but I love it. I love it. Obviously, I cosplay Selena Kyle, so it's obvious. But some people are asking if Barbara Keene could become the Joker, and the writers are being, I love how vague the writers are. It really amuses me, and it keeps the show fresh and like keeps us all guessing. I know everybody is really angry about Jerome being killed, and they're like, he's the best character. Have you forgotten we have Robin Lord Taylor playing Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin? He's amazing. Come on, y'all. We have an amazing Penguin. I mean, next to Danny DeVito, I mean, on point. I'm excited to see what they say in this promo about Jerome, because the promo is called He Who Laughs Last. I'm excited. I think it's basically they're going to be talking about why they killed him off and stuff like that. The cast and crew and stuff like that. So let's check this out and see what they have to say. I've said my part. Now let's see what they have to say.
This is being broadcast to every home in Gotham, so...
What do you say, Brucey boy? I want to boost our ratings.
Said enough.
I know. Not what we rehearsed. I'm so sorry, Jerome. You have real talent. But now the plot thickens.
Jerome's death is a tipping point in the history of Gotham. He obviously dies in a very public way.
I think what Jerome represents is a villain that is unshackled by our timid moralities. When he passes, he doesn't die because his ideology will live on.
That smile in death.
Anarchy, that idea of chaos, a selfish belief that anything can be destroyed.
That anger and delight in doing foul things starts to kind of pervade the general atmosphere of Gotham.
Who out there, who unseen, is the Joker to be who is influenced by this person.
That virus will infect all of Gotham, and that virus is one of the hardest things Gordon will have to combat.
Or Jerome.
Such a compelling character with limited, he was never going to last long.
I don't know about that. The kid had a way about him.
It's a very cool way of, in some senses, dispatching with our proto-Joker, and yet at the same time unleashing the spirit of the Joker on the city.
Your legacy will be death and madness.
Basically, from this promo and what they're saying, it kind of goes with what I was saying. And when Barbara said the kid had a way about him, that's basically where some people are wondering if they'll do a female version of the Joker with her, or if she could end up being a Harley Quinn, or I don't know. I try not to think too hard about that, because I'm only going to be disappointed. I wasn't too disappointed with Jerome as much as I could have been if I didn't realize how obvious they were being and that they would end up probably killing him. Like, right when I saw all of the maniacs were being, like, killed off, I was like, shh, Jerome is next. And then I don't see them killing Barbara, but I see something not so nice driving her even madder, because she's getting in between the brother and the sister, and not good. She's kind of playing them against each other while she's still obsessed with Jim. And a little more about that episode. The whole Alfred flirting with Lee scene, I just, like, it was so adorable, but I felt so embarrassed and bad for Alfred the entire time. It's like she wanted to tell him that she was with Jim. And I don't remember, I think Bruce already knew they were together, or maybe didn't. Another thing about this episode that really was just struck a chord with me was Selena making sure Bruce was okay. Like, she pulled him to safety when she saw all the shit hitting the fan, and then she had left, and she was gonna leave, and then she goes back in at the end and makes sure Bruce got out safe. And I like the way that, even though it's like she's young in this, she seems pretty true to the character of Catwoman, how she's just torn between good and evil. That's why I cosplay that character. I love characters that have both a good and bad side. It humanizes them, and it makes them a more compelling character. There are even redeeming qualities in Oswald. The love he has for his mother, and the way that he doesn't want her to know the horrible things he does because of the way she will look at him. He tries to keep that hidden. I'm really interested. I think that's basically his kryptonite, his mother. And when Theo figures out that, he's gonna I think he's gonna hold that against Oswald, and that's gonna be not very good. And man, this episode was amazing. I'm kind of this is my way of doing a review. I don't want to do full reviews. It's just a lot to do, but I'll probably every week react to a promo for one of the episodes or for the season. Try to. Probably won't do it every week. I'll try though. But just expect to get a little bit of a recap review type thing with my reactions for Gotham for the promos. I hope y'all enjoy this video. Continue to stay tuned to Gotham and my channel. And comment, like, subscribe if y'all enjoyed this. Bye, guys.